Hello everyone, this is Rubbyon91, and today we're going to change the rear tire on the KLR 650. This is an 09 KLR 650, but should be applicable to most motorcycles. You need to see the front tire change first, because it's a lot better information, and it's a lot... I knew what I was talking about. So please go see that video. The link will be down below in the description, but this is the rear tire change video that I shot prior to the front tire change video. Anyways, so to change the rear tire, first thing you want to do is support the motorcycle so it's stable and the rear wheel is off the ground. Then you want to remove the brake hose guide mounting bolt. This is the brake hose guide mounting bolt. I believe it's a 5mm, I'm not sure, I have no idea. Anyways, after you do that, you're going to remove the two bolts securing the brake caliper to the caliper holder. And it's pretty self-explanatory of what that is. And this is where it's located. There's one on the top, where what you're seeing right now. And below that, there's another bolt. There it is. You can't see it because my knee's in the way. But anyways, you want to remove those bolts because you want to remove the brake caliper so that you can remove the rear wheel. After you remove the brake caliper, you want to secure it with a length of wire because you do not want to allow the caliper to hang by the brake hose because that could cause issues. What I did is I used a zip tie, and I put it on above, and I'll show you. Actually, there it is. It's on my rack, not that rack. But anyways, so after you do that, you want to now remove the cotter pin. This is the stock kit. Pliers. They failed at life, so I busted out my needle nose pliers, and I eventually removed the cotter pin from the rear axle nut. So once you get that going, you need to remove the rear axle nut because obviously we're removing the rear wheel. So remove the nut, and after you remove the rear axle nut, there's a spacer and then another spacer. I call that a spacer. I don't know what that is. Actually, it's probably like I'm actually going to refer to it as a guide spacer. Now we're actually removing the rear axle, and this is time lapsed, obviously. Make sure you account for all your spacers. And once that's done, we're now going to remove the chain off the sprocket. What you want to do is you want to push the wheel so it's closer to the motorcycle, therefore giving you enough slack to remove the chain. There you go. The chain is now removed, and the brake caliper holder will probably fall. Yep, there it goes. Very nice. And you finally got your rear tire removed. Fantastic. Make sure you account for that caliper holder. Make sure you don't lose that, because you will need that in the future. This is what a KLR 650 looks like with no rear tire, if anyone wanted to, if anyone was wondering. So we're going to work on the new tire, on top of the new tire. This is the old wheel, obviously. You want to take off the sprocket this time, because the sprocket likes to fall off. So just remove the sprocket altogether. Maybe clean it up if you want. And also you want to remove the spacers on both sides. And now we're removing. I just removed the valve stem cover, I guess it's called. Yeah. Anyways, remove that. Now we're removing the valve core with a valve core removing tool. This will remove the air from the tube, which we want, which is a good thing. Now we are going to remove the. It's called a nut. It's a nut. It's on the stem, so I'm going to call it a stem nut, but I don't think that's the name for it. Anyways, remove that, because obviously we're removing the tube. Anyways, so you need to break the bead now. We're breaking the bead. It sounds like I don't know what I'm talking about, and really I don't, because I haven't done this in a while. This was shot a long time ago. But anyways, I'm breaking the bead. Sometimes it may be difficult to break the bead, so you might have issues. The KLR was really great, so it didn't take any force to break the bead. Now you want to remove the wheel. You want to remove the tire from the wheel. So this is me trying to do that, me failing at life. This is the first time I've ever tried to do this. So this is not the right way to do this. This is probably probably the worst. This is probably the worst way to do it, and it's kind of funny if you watch here how much of a fail this is. But anyways, yeah, like I said, refer to the front tire change. A lot better video. Alright, so now we're going to remove the tube. Removing the tube's pretty easy. You need to remove the stem first, obviously. And now we're removing the tube. There it is. Inspect it for damage, obviously. Change it out, you know. You could also, what you should do now is put the valve core back in. Put the old valve core, put the valve core back in there. And you want to prep the tube the same way as I showed in the front tire change video. Anyways, so now you need to we're trying to separate the tire and the wheel, and it's not as easy as it sounds. Now look at me being retarded. I don't know what the hell I'm doing, but I pretty much eventually it was terrible, but I eventually got it done. Now we're working on the old tire. We have the new tire. We're lubricating both beads, both sides, with Windex. Again, refer to the front tire change video. We're working on top of the old tire, which is good. And you want to verify what direction you need to put your wheel on your tire, and where you need to put the valve at, because there should be an indicator where you should put the valve. This is me trying to actually install the thing, actually putting the thing on, and it was a massive fail. And then in this shot, I put baby powder in a plastic bag and put the tube in the plastic bag with the baby powder. Baby powder helps with heat and friction and stuff like that, and it's a good thing to do, I'd say. But anyways, make sure you align your valve stem with the indicator, because it helps with balancing of the wheel. So make sure you do that, because I didn't do that with the rear tire. I totally didn't know. Look at all that baby powder. So make sure you take the excess off. Probably best. That's what I did there. This is what it should look like. You should put a little bit of air in it. Well, not too much air, because this is what it's going to look like if you put too much air. And this is, see, I'm putting the tube in the tire, and this helps with, putting air in it helps with installing it. It's easier to install, and it's less of a twisting. You can't twist the tube. It's difficult for the tube to twist, I should say. Sorry this is a kind of a boring video, but people wanted it.